Warning: despite the content I am reviewing today, this is not exactly a family-friendly channel. There tend to be swears and some bathroom humor, along with the jokes for adults. If you're a little kid, ask your parents' permission. If they don't approve, don't make a fuss, please. And to parents, if you blame me for them watching this, you're not good parents. You're just being irresponsible and should not even be considered parents. In fact, may even be considered scum for that. Just saying.
Are you ready?
Hey guys, this is CSDX and welcome to this video. I thought I would do something a little different this time around, at least for Christmas, by reviewing a video that is near and dear to my heart and is a big part of my childhood. So needless to say, it won't be making the sheet, so with that said, Sesame Street. Sesame Street is pretty much an educational kids show juggernaut, having been around since November 10th, 1969. It's already close to its 50th year, and it shows why, with funny and lovable characters and strong lessons galore. Heck, they even at one time parodied Donald Trump with a character named Ronald Grump. Imagine Trump going on Twitter to call for a ban on Sesame Street if they ever brought Grump back. They probably won't though, not because they're afraid of the guy being evil incarnate, but because the person that played him looks like this now. Oh, it's not because of how he looks in general, it's just that Sesame Street is a place that never ages. At all. Eventually, the show would get a Christmas special only 9 years into its life on December 3rd, 1978, with Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. While technically not the first Christmas special from Jim Henson and his puppet talents, it was the first Christmas special under the Sesame Street name. It's a very special part of my childhood, as well as a part of my sister's childhood, to the point that she'd watch it every Christmas growing up. And for this special video, I'm going to do my best to not swear at all. There will be adult jokes though. Though, in terms of this special, does it still hold up?
I don't know, let's go and find out, guys and gals and people.
So the opening starts with everyone ice skating, even the puppets like Bert, Ernie, and the Count. Big Bird has trouble, and this is honestly my favorite memory for this one. Big Bird learns how to ice skate with the help of a friend, as Feliz Navidad plays in the background. A good way to start things off, really. After the heartwarming moment, hijinks with the others ensue, resulting in bodily harm for Cookie Monster, Bert, and Oscar, in that order. Except Oscar's actually warrants a trip to the emergency room. You know, I'd make a joke about slapstick and why that bodily harm thing can be funny to a kid, but I'm just curious as to why he wasn't looking where he was going with his skating, and the fact that if puppets even have health insurance. I mean, you know, before Obamacare helped a ton of people. This wasn't 1978 after all. Big Bird then brags about Christmas and how Santa goes down each chimney to deliver presents, but Oscar brings up a question that I'm sure every kid has wondered at some point.
So how's a guy like Santa Claus, who's built like a dump truck, how's he gonna come down all those skinny little chimneys, huh?
The old incinerator shaft.
What house has an incinerator? We then get another song, but this time about miracles. For some reason it feels a bit like subtle foreshadowing, I don't know. However, as we've noticed during the song, Oscar's question is really getting to Big Bird. I don't think I've had fits of depression this bad either, and they get downright bad.
Hey, Oscar, wait! I know how Santa gets down the chimney. All he does is take that big bell of his and tie it real tight around his waist, and it makes him so skinny he fits right down the chimney.
I need to remember that this is a kids show, because I almost ranted about how unrealistically dumb that line was. Apparently, Oscar's less forgiving, as they actually did a censored profanity joke for that one. No, really, look!
You are, without a doubt, the stupidest. Bird I ever met.
I'm surprised that got past censors, really. Wait, were censors a thing in the late 1970s? Yeah, basically Big Bird comes up with ways Santa goes down the chimney and Oscar keeps shooting him down, almost as if he's just taunting Big Bird in order to get a rise out of him, or for his own amusement. Basically, Oscar's an internet troll, before an internet troll was a thing. or even before the internet itself was a thing. So Big Bird and friend confide in Kermit the Frog, as Bert is, okay, I'm pretty sure nude puppets are not fun to look at, and I look at adult content on a regular basis, I might have a problem. Oh, okay. It's a subplot where Bert has to try and get Ernie a Christmas present. I actually forgot about this plot. Mostly because, how did you not get him a Christmas present in the weeks leading up to it? You've literally less than 24 hours, and you've done nothing but sit in a bathtub and crash into ice rink walls. I get that this is a kids show with puppets, but you gotta be realistic here. Wait, Ernie didn't get him a gift either? Oh, come on, guys, you're practically dating for Pete's sake. So Ernie is at Mr. Hooper's shop and trades his signature rubber ducky in for a cigar box so Bert can have a place to put his paperclip collection in. Bert then follows suit by giving away his paperclip collection for a soap dish so Ernie can put his rubber ducky in it. Yeah, it's one of those classic Christmas plot points that aren't used too often these days, where two people try to get each other a gift for something the other owns, but ends up selling said owned item to get said gift. Did you follow any of that? No? Okay. We all know how it ends, though, as Mr. Hooper does return the items to them both. The message I got from this is that one of the nicest things you can do for someone is to go out of your way to make sure your loved ones, via friendship or family, are happy. And I honestly like that a lot. I say friendship, but let's be honest, they're clearly dating, and that is perfectly okay. We then get a second subplot where Cookie Monster, who also is a procrastinator, is trying to contact Santa so that he may get cookies for Christmas. Unfortunately, his obsession with cookies causes him to eat things he's using for contacting Santa, from a pencil to a typewriter to even a freaking telephone. And that's all his character really is, actually. He loves cookies so much that he tricks himself into eating inedible objects. By the way, props to whoever edited it so the objects actually look like they went in the mouth, despite there being no actual opening there. Back to the main story, Kermit lists off what kids told him about how Santa goes down chimneys, and a lot of them are pretty creative. Unfortunately, they're not viable answers, leading Big Bird to test the theory of having Mr. Snuffleupagus try to get in a barrel. Surprisingly, he gets stuck. Go figure.
Oh, Mr. Hooper? Yes. Happy Hanukkah? Thank you, Bob.
Huh. Mr. Hooper's Jewish. Who'd have thought that Sesame Street would be that progressive in 1978? These days, you mention any other holiday, you get threats from people who think Christmas is a dying breed. Really says a lot when educational television is more adult than most adults. Okay, I think there should be some boundaries set here. I get that it's 1978, but that's a big fat no-no, man. So Big Bird has an idea to wait on top of a rooftop with a chimney to try and stay up late enough to see Santa and ask him himself how he gets down the chimney. This, of course, worries everyone, as they were never informed and believe he is missing. Not only that, but, well, let's just say he should have brought a jacket because he's gonna freeze up faster than raw meat in Breath of the Wild.
You had to start all that stuff about Santa and tiny chimneys, and you've upset Big Bird so much he's gone.
Well, I didn't know he'd do anything dumb like that. I was only teasing him.
Teasing him?
Yeah.
Telling him that Santa's not going to bring anybody any presents because he can't get down a tiny chimney? Now you call that teasing?
Hey, the president does it all the time on Twitter, so that makes it okay though, right?
Feeling guilty over his actions, Oscar joins in the search for Big Bird. Not gonna lie, this whole bit actually kinda scared me as a kid, and it wasn't just the fact that Big Bird could have frozen to death. As while he's asleep, this happens. Yeah, you could say that was Santa. I say that was a hallucination from Big Bird catching pneumonia. That was scary for me as a kid. So Big Bird decides to go back inside to warm up and...
I think I froze my giblets.
Okay, the less I know about your giblets, Big Bird, the better.
Except for my giblets.
Enough already!
Big Bird is then forced into Gordon's apartment to find a special twist. The presents already came. What a shock.
Just look around you, Big Bird. Does it look to you like no one's getting any presents?
No, but I've been stuck on a roof for a few hours, so I could just be hallucinating due to the flu, or even the norovirus. So they never do give an explanation as to how Santa goes down chimneys, as it doesn't matter as much as being together for Christmas. Honestly, I think a good explanation would be...
Magic.
Of course, Oscar does another old and relatively uncommon gag for holiday specials, bringing up Easter in some form.
How do you think the Easter Bunny can hide all those eggs in one night?
What? I'm actually serious about this one. Would I lie? Yeah, you would. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all other configurations, was Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. Still surprised I reviewed this, but whatever. Is it really as good as I remembered it to be? Honestly, I blame nostalgia for enjoying this so much, but I can see how it's enjoyable even without it. Despite some dated objects and tidbits, as well as a few jokes that adults can catch, this still feels like a truly timeless special with everyone that every kid has grown up with at one point or another. The writing is alright, and the story with both subplots is enjoyable, and again, we do have to remember that this is for kids, and it shows. However, it's definitely a special that can be enjoyed by adults as well. This special goes to show why Sesame Street kept going since, and continues to thrive as a legendary TV programming that's bound to be part of every person's childhood for decades to come. So with that said, happy holidays, and I had fun doing this one. Maybe I'll do another video review so long as copyright doesn't end up being a jerk, but right now I need to figure out what other games I can review. By the way, the credits are a sing-along that puts Christmas on a high horse. I guess that explains why people are so obsessed to the point that they consider the inclusion of other holidays a physical assault. If someone harasses you over saying happy holidays, just tell them all holidays matter. That, or call the cops, because they probably escaped the mental ward and want to eat your hat after naming it Dennis. Except this Dennis is a girl hat. A transgender girl hat. Happy holidays, everyone. Also, Cookie Monster actually ate everything off of a tree except for the wood. Like, what the hey? How even? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, click the like button to show your support, and you can subscribe for more. Click any of the cards and such to check out the videos there and whatnot. You can also check out my social medias in the description below, and please remember to stay awesome. Bye-bye!